Hi there. I'm just getting set up. I'm actually early. I think my clock says 6:59. How about that? Okay. All right. So hi everyone. Welcome to Wednesday night belly dance class with Meleah. That's me. I'm super happy to be here. I was swamped last week, so I couldn't even get away. I couldn't even get home in time to do it. And tonight everything is much more organized and smooth. So I'm happy to be here dancing with you. So hello. Let me say hello. Susan's here. Yay. Good, good, good. All right. This is great. So let me get the music started pretty soon. I'm going to just adjust. Let's see. I'm going to make a couple of adjustments. Hold on. I got to get myself up on my laptop so I can see, and I'm just checking my phone. So, oh, there we are. Okay. There I am. All right, I can see. This is good. So let me know if you're here. Oh, good, we've got people. Hey, hi, Michelle. Yay, good. Okay, this is going to be a good night. We're going to look at working with different planes, vertical versus horizontal, and changing the angles to make it more interesting. So I have a couple of cool little combinations to show you, and we'll get some warm-ups happening and go over some of those movements and then put them together in some combinations. So let's get dancing, shall we? Yes, let's. All right, let's make sure we've got, oh, Abby's here too. Awesome. Okay, let's get the music going and let's get started. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so we have Frank Lazaro and Middle-Earth for tonight. Nice peppy music. I love that music. So let's start moving our shoulders, going back. Rolling your shoulders, nice big rolls. Now take your elbows out. Move the elbows. Oh, it feels good to move again, doesn't it? Just movement is awesome. And all the way up with a nice big arm circle. There we go. And reverse, take it forward. Alternate your arms. Take it back. Just stretch it up. Open your shoulders. Open your chest. Now big breath. Open your chest. Exhale, round your back. Open. Exhale and round. Open. Exhale. Do two more. Last one. side to side. Get myself. There we go. Trying to stay in the middle. Hands on your knees. Press down and up. Down and up. Down and hold. Pulse. Bring it up. Oh, so nice. Over the side and side. All right, bring it in. Walk your feet, heel to toe. Raise up both toes and down. Keep raising up and down. Keep going. He's gonna say hi. Hey, Renee. Up, down. Up, down. Press the balls of the feet right into the floor. Press and down. Now alternate all the way through the ball of the foot. Press up. Really important to warm up your feet as well as the body. Good. Press all the way through. Bend those toes. And release it. Good, good, good. All right, let's try some figure eights. Think I'm going to move this. Try some figure eights going to the back. So this, we're talking about different planes tonight. So this is your horizontal plane, right? Level with the floor. So think about sliding your hips around and back, but keep it somewhat horizontal. As you know, you can bend your knees and change an angle, put it on a diagonal. You can bring it up, you can make it vertical. There's so many things you can do, right? So right now, we're doing figure eights to the back, horizontal plane. Now walk your body forward. Take it back. Switch it out forward. Use your ab muscles. Again. Take it back. One more time. Excellent. Good. All right. So let's look at a hip lift. Change our tempo a little bit. Oh, that's too much. Let's see. Well, that might work. All right. Basic hip lift. We're going to, this is a more of a diagonal move, but it's going to count as a vertical, right? When we take a step, lift our hip, think about lifting your hip upward, right? So we're doing vertical. So push the ball of your foot forward. Lean back a little bit, so you're a bit off of the front foot. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thigh. Lift, lift, lift. Lift, lift. Now, try to see what I'm doing here. I'm lifting everything, right? I'm bending and straightening my leg. I don't want you to do that. I want you to keep your base leg as stationary as you can. It is bent. It's soft. There's a little movement, but it's not an up and down motion with all of you. It's only 7, switch. Ball of the foot, put it all the way on the floor. Now push through the ball, just like when we were doing our ball of the foot, warming up our feet. Press the ball, push into the floor. That's going to drive your hip up. Switch. Push. Push with the ball, squeeze with the glute. 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So it's coming back. All right. We're going to put those together. We're going to figure 8 forward for an 8 count. We're going to take a giant step back, and we're going to hip lift twice. All right? Very simple. But when we're working with a small space like we are, we only have this much room, just a wingspan. Forward and back is good, right? So we're going to take an 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're not. We're going to take 4. We're going to make it smaller. So take your 4 count going forward. Start with whatever hip you want. We'll switch it up, but whichever hip you want to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Big step back. 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it should come out so that you start on the same foot every time. All right, so do that same foot again, whichever it is, right or left. Walking 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a step back with that same foot. 5, lift with the other. 6, step 7, lift 8. Start again with the same foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back. 5, 6, 7. Again, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 5, 6, 7. Now switch it up. Let's start on the other side, whatever your other foot is. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back. 6, 7. Make the step back nice and big. 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right? Now, this is a formula. It's also working horizontal with vertical. It's really nice when you're putting together combination steps and moves to contrast your planes. Put a horizontal next to a vertical. It looks really cool to string them together as well, but we're working with a little bit of contrast tonight. So there'll be a horizontal move and then a vertical move. And you could see very easily how you could switch this up, because if you are forward 1, 2, 3, 4, why couldn't that be Hagala? 1, 2, 3, 4. Big step back. Boom. Right? Same. Or 3/4 chenille on the up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back. Lift, step back. Right? You could sew anything you want going forward, but because I'm looking at a horizontal, I chose the 8. What if we did Maya? 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back. Lift. That would be the same thing. Maya is a horizontal plane. Your lift is a vertical plane. Right? Or just, how about a hip slide? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's horizontal. How about a hip slide with a shimmy? 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back. Right? That's all horizontal stuff. So feel free to plug in, because this whole concept of forward and back, especially the big step back, makes a nice impact. It looks really pretty. It looks interesting, right? So use this not only as a combo, but use it as a formula. Something, 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 something. Big step, lift, and something here. The idea of stepping largely back gets a lot of attention. You can even bring the arms in and do a little accent there. If you step back, whoosh, with your arms, boom, boom, right? So try something there. Throw some things in there. Let's throw this to music and see what comes up. Ready? 3, big step, 5, 6, 7, 8, step forward, 2, 3, big step back, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. 2 more times. Okay, good. So we got horizontal going forward, vertical going back. Alrighty, let's move on. Unless you have questions, you can put those in, but I don't see any right now. But if there are some, just type them in. All right, so that's our first little looking at horizontal versus vertical. Now we're going to do something a little bit more contained. Okay, so let's look at another combination. Hi, Sarah. Let's look at another one. This is, what is this? Oh, okay. This is a vertical hip circle from out to in. All right, you start on either side, out to in. In other words, it's half of a vertical figure 8. So out to in, out to in. It's a vertical plane. It's a one hip circle, right? You know, vertical hip circles can go out to in or forward to back or back to front, right? There's so many ways it can go. And then if you try your other hip, so down, out, up, and in, vertical hip circle, up and down, from outside to inside. Or we can call it on the up, because if you look at it, it scoops up and in, right? It's like they're trying to pick up something up and in. And if you put them both together, you have a vertical 8 on the up, right? But you split it in half, you have a one-sided, hi Amy, you have a one-sided hip circle. All right, so vertical hip circle on the up, right? Take it across to the other side, right? So if you're drawing the shape, it's going to scoop up, and then it'll slide to the other side, so your weight goes to your opposite leg. You're going to take a large hip circle around, starting to the back, all the way around, and end up on that same side, where you can start your circle again, slide across, take it around to the side you crossed over to. All right? So it looks kind of cool. It's geometrically really fun. So we have a vertical circle, and then we have it sitting right on top of a horizontal circle that goes around to the other side. All right? So let's say we are on our right side. Let me see if this is a right. No, it's probably your left, I think, on Facebook. Okay, well I'm looking. I think it might be your left. Okay, so let's call this left. Vertical circle left. Cross over to the right. Circle back. All the way around. End up on your right side. Start again. Vertical circle. Cross over to your left. Go behind yourself. All the way around. End up on your left side. All right, so the vertical circle starts on one side. You cross over, go behind yourself, and you do your large hip circle, ending up on the opposite side, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Hi, Catherine. So glad everybody's joining this. This is fun, super fun. All right, so let's try it again. So pick your side. This is my right, probably your left. Vertical, one hip vertical, cross over, circle around, do one full circle, and end up on the opposite side, right where you started, okay? Now dip that hip, pick it up, vertical hip circle, so come up in, cross it over to the other side, go around the back, end up where you started. Vertical, horizontal, vertical. Doesn't it look cool? It's just really very cool. And you have to see it in your head. You have to see this circle and this circle, right? You have to see the vertical and the horizontal, boom, boom, coming at each other this way, right? And that way it makes a distinguishing shape, and you can really see it and you can feel it. If you don't distinguish, it just looks like mush, right? We don't know what's going on, right? We don't want it to look like mush. All right, so let's try vertical, cross over, go behind, one full circle. Vertical, cross over, behind, one full circle. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, cross over, 2, circle, 5, 7, 8, da, 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 up, across, around, up, across, around. The trick of this one is start your circle behind you, right? It turns into a different step if you start your circle forward, which we'll experiment. I have one more combo to show you, so we'll experiment with how that looks. But this one, and it's not as natural because when we do big hip circles, we always push our hip forward, right? We always want to start to the front. So that's the only tricky part with the transition. You do your vertical, go over, you get over to a side, now push back. And this is your starting, so this is your starting side for your circle. So push back, go around, now come back to that same side. Exactly. Now push it up and over, vertical, over to the other side, around to the back. It's got a very, very cool look. All right, so let's try a little music. We'll go slow. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so pick a hip. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, over, around, and land. Take it vertical circle, slide across, around, and land. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, across, around. Up, across, around. There you go. 2 more. All right. Also notice the hip circle is kind of big, right? It makes it look really good if you do a nice gushy big hip circle. Big half a figure 8 vertical, push around, make it big. All right, let me just see if we have a different tempo. Maybe, maybe not. That's a slow one. Don't know if this one is not. But Renee always knew what the songs were. I'd start them out and she'd go, oh, this is a fast one, or this is a medium one, this is the one you want. Renee, I'm lost. I need to know what the song is. You had them all memorized for me. This might be a little faster. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, this is a better one. All right, let's try it. Yeah, this is better. Here we go. Any side you like. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice I'm condensing. Don't make it so big or you won't have time. Over and across, around. Up and around. when you're contracting here, oh, it really gets the low back, especially those curves of the figure eights. All right, so let's just take a moment. Get the back loosened up, stretched out. There we go. That's better. When the muscles have to contract the same way over and over, they have a little chat with me and say, excuse me, you've done this 50 times, that's enough. All right, let's see what I have another combo for you. It's similar, well, the idea of vertical and horizontal, right? That's our theme for tonight, is contrasting planes. So, all right, so this one is a hip drop with a kick. So we're gonna look at that first. And then it's a one hip figure eight, right? Same idea here. But it's a hip circle going forward instead of backward. So it's kind of cool. So we're going to do hip drop, in, around, I think. Let's see, in, two. Yeah, I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, figure eight in and around. Yes, okay. And there's a couple variations we can do. Let's start with the dropping hip because we haven't done that in a while. All right, lift your hip gently with your leg, squeeze your opposite glute and drop your hip. You're in a seated position. Well, you're standing up, but you look like you're sitting. Lift the hip. Now squeeze your opposite glute and pull the hip down into place, right? So it goes up on an angle and then comes down, right? So let's see. Let me just, where are we? I'm just making sure I got all my, nope, okay, got all my messages. All right, so lift up, drop the hip, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the trick is when you drop, you're just pushing it down, right? But you don't drop your body, you don't push with your hip. You squeeze with the opposite glute and that pulls the hip down. So lift with your working hips, squeeze it and lift. Now pull with the other one, boom, down it goes. And it kind of sits it down into place. Try the other side, lift gently and squeeze and sit. Lift, squeeze and sit. Lift, squeeze and sit. So hip drops on a rhythm. We do this a lot. We release our leg, drop 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and drop 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like we're kicking, right? But we're not. We're just lifting our knee right here. If you do this, lift your hip, drop it down, lift your knee. Your hip will go back into place and your foot will kind of flip out a little bit just naturally. So you don't really want to kick. You just want to lift your knee. That's all you're doing is this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what gets tired is your base leg and the glute that's working because it's squeeze, 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 right? And so sometimes this degrades a little bit into, right? All this business, we're going because the hip gets tired and we start bouncing around, right? And that's got a more folksy feel to it. It's not wrong. It's just I would like it to be a little more isolated. Is there a time when you're going to be all bouncy and loose? Yes, of course there is. But on this one, we're going to do it just a little more precise. So get your hip drop going. Lift your knee. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Other side. 1 and 2 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Good, good, good. All right. On the end of that is another one hip circle, right? So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. So good at 4 of them. Yeah. 1, 2. How did this go? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you take your one hip circle up on your left hip, cross it over to the right. Now instead of going behind yourself like we did before, go forward and make a one hip circle, right, all to the opposite side. So the side that you're dropping and the direction of your circle will be the same. All right, so if you're on your left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and you'll end up on that same side. So we drop. 1, 2, circle, 3, 4, push forward, 5 and 6, around 7 and 8. So it can be more like a 1.5 hip circle. You will head in the direction of the hip that was dropping, so they're all connected. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So your weight will be on the kicking foot. Your next one is ready to go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, circle, and 6, 7 and 8. Yeah? Isn't it? Kind of? So it's a lot of the same principles. We've got the vertical circle. We have the horizontal hip circle, so we're contrasting planes, vertical, horizontal, and then the hip drops are more of a vertical move as well. Just add something in front of it, pushes your hip in the other direction, just to kind of show you all the fun things you can do. So when you're contrasting planes, hip circles going both ways, vertical, horizontal, they fit really well together when you're contrasting vertical and horizontal. All right, here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It gets a little screwy on the counting, so I'll count a different way. Right, ready? And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Drop the other side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, forward 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Drop 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. Drop and drop. Up and around. Forward circle. 1.5. Drop. 2, 3, 4. Forward circle. Last one now. And drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and whatever that is. Okay. You get the idea, all right? So let's try music and see how it feels, and then I'm going to show you one little variation. So let's give it a go. It's going to be a better tempo. So it'll be getting, all right, I've got a vertical move, I've got a horizontal, or a vertical move with the circle, and I've got a horizontal circle to finish it off. So vertical, vertical, horizontal. Okay? All right, so if we take that 1.5 hip circle and change it to one of my favorite steps, which is the jewel. Half circle, twist to the opposite side. If you know this step, it's magical. I love, love, love this step. It's a forward half hip circle. As you land on the opposite side, you're going to twist your hip, 1, 2, 3. And you're going to twist, and you're going to contract right here. So it's twist, pull back. When you pull back a hip with your abs, it's opposite to pushing it with your leg. Your tailbone goes under. The glutes tuck, the lower abs tuck in, your hip stays horizontal, and it pulls you backwards from the strength of the muscles in the front. So pull back. So you come around, half circle, twist, pull back. Half circle, twist, pull back. Circle, twist, pull back. And as you pull back, you'll put your weight on one leg. The other leg automatically bends a little bit to pull in with the working hip. All right, so it's kind of a combo of 2 or 3 different things all going on at the same time. Half circle, twist, pull back. Half circle, twist, pull back. And it all goes together. Everybody's going to do it a little bit different just because of the way our bodies are. It's going to look a little different on everybody. And that's part of what's so cool about this move. It depends on how your muscles work in the lower abs. It really is a finishing move with an accent on the end, strictly made with your low abs. So the stronger they are, the more your accent can be seen. So what you want to be sure of is that you pull back here. You can see my alignment. I'm pulling here. Nothing is happening on the front. I'm just pulling my hip back, and I'm pulling it back from the front as opposed to pushing it. If I push it back, the tailbone tilts outward and upward. If I pull it from the front, the tailbone tilts under. So that's the important part of this jewel. Keep your tailbone under. Tuck your tail. All right? So let's do half circle, pull back, twist, tuck. Half circle, pull back, twist, tuck. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Where do you twist? It's up to you. Somewhere between the middle and the ending side, right? If I'm coming across, when I pass that middle line, anywhere there between the middle and the end is fine. It can be right near the end, it can be right after the middle. It's up to your comfort, wherever you want. That's what makes it cool. All right, so half circle plane, plane, plane. Good, get it going. Keep yourself horizontal, tuck your abdominals in, take your tailbone, tuck it under. All right, now add your twist and twist. Circle, twist, circle, twist, circle, twist. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. All right, it feels really good. It feels very well. It's a very Egyptian step because a lot of those abdominal movements and accents are Egyptian, and I love that. It feels like there's so much finesse there, right? It's just a really good move. So if we take our combination, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it becomes something completely different. We're doing a lot of the same moves, all of them. We're just changing the last one, but it looks so cool. So you're going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that same hip, vertical hip circle, one side, take the other side. Now just come around half, jewel. It's only 2 counts. All right, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Yeah, maybe, okay. 1 and 2 and circle, 3 and 4 and. Because we're taking a full 8 count or 4, whatever we did, slicing it down, making it 2 counts. So it's just from side to side, twist and land. That's it. All right, try the other side. 1 and 2 and vertical circle, half circle, jewel. Yes, and notice your foot is free to go on the other side. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Yeah? Okay, shall we try? Let's finish up with that one. This one's more challenging, obviously, but it's fun, super fun. Tempo is good, nice and steady. Any side you want. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle 5, 6. Circle jewel drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle 5, 6. Jewel. 2 more. Whoops. I got ahead of myself. I'm gonna do it over. 2 more. 5, 7, 8, and 1, 3, 4. Vertical, horizontal. Last one. Aha! What do you think? Pretty fun, huh? It makes it a lot harder because we're doing 3 steps, boom, 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 right? And these are more intermediate steps, and the jewel is more advanced. So it's kind of like, okay, I got that. Whoa, now, where does this go? And you twist, and then, whoa, we have to get the leg going again. So it definitely takes a little work on those transitions. You have to really plan for it because you're putting those 3 moves right next to each other. This part's good. This part's good. It's the jewel coming around and then twist and then boom on the other side, right? You got to get right on it. So I'm sure it'll give you something to chew on, right? For tonight or tomorrow or until I see you again, which will hopefully be next week, all right? Sometimes I get to where we're doing about 2 a month, and that's okay. I'm happy with that, but I'd love to be here every week. So let's be hopeful and say that I'll be back next week. And any questions are welcome. Just type them in. Comments are great. And make sure you're following my YouTube channel because that will have all the latest videos. This one will be posted in a few weeks. And I think we're good for tonight. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it so much. If you are wanting to join my Venmo class, that is every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. on Venmo. I'm here in my studio teaching on Venmo. So, or not Venmo. What am I saying? Teaching on Zoom. Teaching on Zoom. And if you want to join the Zoom class, every Thursday at 9. So you can just text me or write me a message and I'll send you the link and you can hop on the Zoom class every Thursday morning. It's lots of fun. It's a mixed level. We have beginners, advanced beginners, intermediate, and then some advanced as well. So it's a mixed level, so there's a lot of fun that we have. So hope to see you there. And I will see you next week. I'm going to sign off, do my technical thing. All right, I will see you in a week. Have a great evening.